Welcome to Vlogmas Day 8, which is nuts. I am 32 weeks today. I have my 32-week OB appointment in an hour, actually. So I'm gonna leave in about 30 minutes to go to that. And then later we're going food shopping. And besides that, it has just been a normal work from home day in my life, which I already kind of filmed. I have, like I said, I have my OB appointment today. I have a few questions for her about some symptoms I've been having and like Braxton Hicks and like what's normal cramping, what's not, because I was having some cramping last week that it wasn't Braxton Hicks. Like my stomach wasn't tightening. I know what Braxton Hicks are. I've had them in the past. I've had them this pregnancy. I have some questions about the RSV shot that I can get during pregnancy, and like if I'm eligible for it, and like if so, when will I get it, slash where, like do I get it here, do I get it at a CVS? Like I just have questions. My 19-month-old, who's currently still napping, but I think she's waking up soon, her sleep schedule has just been so bad. She's been like on and off sick for well over a week now, and it's not anything crazy. It's just like a runny nose, some congestion, some coughing, but like other than that, she's been herself, just cranky. And her sleep has been so bad. Today she was up at 3 and my husband was able to get her back down, and then she woke up at 4 and then he was able to get her back down, and then she woke up at right before 6 o'clock, and then, which like at that point, if she's up, we would just call it like, okay, we're up now. But she fell asleep on me because I went in the third time, and she fell asleep on me. So she slept on me until like 7. So it's just like I'm exhausted. I've been on and off awake since like 3 a.m. So I'm very tired. And work has been crazy today. So I didn't get to really relax or anything during her nap, which I would normally try to do if we have a really bad night with her. Relax and like answer emails on my couch, but I just had to lock in for work for this whole nap, which luckily has been long. Let me go and stop rambling, and I will see you guys after my OB appointment.
And Laura Lee, it's
I need to pause the podcast I was about to start listening to. Okay, we're out of my appointment. I ended up getting the RSV shot today. She said that she was happy to do it today because that was one of my questions, and then she said you're 32 weeks and you're delivering early, so let's get that RSV shot today. And I was like, that was one of my questions. Perfect. That hurt, but it wasn't that bad. I don't think it was intramuscular, and if it was, the nurse did a great job. Yeah, I waited in the waiting room for 40 minutes and I had to pee so bad. Carpal tunnel, they were like, we don't see that too often, but it does happen. And I'm like, okay. I definitely have it. I had questions. I had some light cramping last week, and I asked about that, and they just said like drink water, make sure it has electrolytes. She said cramping, mild cramping, like if it's anything crazy, like obviously that's a red flag. Mild cramping happens more in your second, third, whatever pregnancy. I also asked her about like having my daughter like rest on me, and she said that was fine. She was like, you're just having her like rest on you when you're like trying to get her back down. And I was like, yeah. She's like, that's okay. And I was like, okay. And I asked her about picking her up, and she was like, that's completely fine. So we're good. She just said like, as long as it doesn't feel like it's too much for me physically, then it's probably not too much. But if it does feel like too much for me, then it is too much. If that makes sense. We talked about the percentiles, how she's small again and all of that, and she said her guess would also be a 38-week induction, which is so crazy because that's 6 weeks away. And I know like mentally this morning, like I knew it was 6 weeks away. When they said 38 weeks last week, like I knew that was 7 weeks away. Now this week I know that's 6 weeks away. It didn't hit until it was in the office, like, oh my God, I'm 6 weeks away from having another baby. And she was like, by the way, the second is tough. like as far as like the second baby is like the crazy one. And I'm like, oh, I thought it was, and I was like, I've heard that if your first was tough and like colicky, your second's calm. And she was like, you think the first was tough and colicky. And I was like, you're being very encouraging right now. Thank you for that input. Anyway, I have to just push that out of my mind. Keep you guys updated. It won't be Vlogmas anymore, but I will keep you guys updated with in my vlogs with like scheduling my induction and like when that happened and all of that. After every OB appointment, I've been stopping at McDonald's because it's on my way home and I'm starving right now. So I'm very excited to go get my McDonald's. And then I have work to finish up and then we're gonna go food shopping. So I'll take you guys along for that too. Well, I'm home now. We're getting ready to go to the store. The McDonald's saved me in a lot of ways, but I just like don't feel good after that iron pill. I don't know what we're gonna do. Like next year, I don't want her to be able to see her toys. I might have to get everything delivered to my mom's and then go there to wrap and then sneak all of the gifts a day or two before Christmas and then hide them here under like a tarp or something. I don't know. Mom, we'll have to discuss that next year because I don't want her seeing everything. And then I'll just come over and wrap presents or something without the kids. Did you see where she just went? Addie.
Hey. Did you want to hear the craziest thing this time?
Yeah.
The leash is loose.
What do you mean?
The clasp
Yeah?
is like loose. So I picked up her food, but I turned around and she's like way ahead of me and the leash isn't on her. So, and then she's just going about her business. She's like, no idea. Thank God, because otherwise I think she would have like went crazy.
Oh, and then we can open the name sign tonight. All right, let's go food shopping. Baby is in bed. I'm gonna open the Love Every playmat. Again, not sponsored. My husband's stepdad bought it for us. But I will say, if you have like multiple floors in your house and like multiple areas where you hang out, it is nice to have multiple playmats in each area. So Purple Monkey playmat, we have just like a normal playmat, which we'll probably use during like the early newborn stage. And now we have this one, which I think this will be like our main one for like when tummy time gets serious and it's more than just like 1 minute at a time. Designed by experts. See, part of the draw for me was this little tent thing with like a high contrast. What is this part? It's for putting the cards in it, like the high contrast cards. That's so cool. It comes with like a guide on how to use it. Wow, okay. This is so cool. It comes with like ideas for how to use it up until 1. So cool. I didn't know it came with that. Okay, we're opening the name sign. I'm not going to show you guys. Excuse our very old, loud dishwasher. It's pretty.
It is really pretty.
I like
I'm really
it.
happy with it.
I'm happy with it too. I think it looks really nice. Do you want to, wait, hold on. Do you want to make a prediction? Preface, we're guessing the weight that she's going to be. Oh, you already guessed. Okay. Right now she's measuring 3 pounds, 4 ounces. Well,
I'll do it again.
Last week she was measuring 3 pounds, 4 ounces. They say that the baby gains half a pound. I think it's starting at 32 weeks.
Was it starting at 32?
I think it's starting at 32. Half a pound each week until the end of your pregnancy. And I'm getting induced. OB and high risk are both saying 38 weeks at some point. So 3 pounds, 4 ounces last week at 31 weeks. Little more than 6.5 pounds if she does that, and she won't because she's literally growth restricted. My guess for weight, since she's literally growth restricted, so she's probably not gaining half a pound every week. My guess is 5 pounds, 5 ounces for birth. Addie was 4 pounds, 15 ounces at 37 weeks and 1 day when she was induced.
Oh, that's true.
She's measuring a little bit bigger than Addie at this point.
And she's bigger, and she's going to be staying there an extra week potentially. Mm-hmm. Be optimistic, and I'll say like 5 and 8, so 5.5 pounds.
There's our guesses for height. I'm going to say 8.
Addie? What was Addie?
She, at the hospital, was 18. At the pediatrician, she was 17 and a half.
So 17.
So I think this baby's going to be 18 inches long. Like, actually. Two shorty smallies. On the inside looks good. Now we're gonna have our leftovers from yesterday when we hosted Zach's Secret Santa with his friends, which is wings. Yeah, just another little bit of a random Vlogmas video. So anyway, we're doing a gingerbread house on Thursday night. It's official. Because we bought that like a couple weeks ago because I was worried about it running out. And then every store still has them. But we're gonna make our gingerbread house on Thursday. Good morning. It is the next day. Zach and I had dinner and then immediately fell asleep on the couch. Obviously we had a rough night and we're exhausted. Had a better night tonight, except for she woke up at 5:15. We had to leave at 6:30 to take Zach to the train. So I was like, I'll go in there and try to do a contact nap with her, or not a contact nap, like finish her night of sleep resting on me, and she would not fall asleep. She was up. So she's basically been up since 5:45. I've basically been up since 5:15. And it is now 7:20. It's gonna be another long day. We dropped Zach off at the train, like I said, but for the very last time, we are buying a car. By the next time he goes into the office, we should have a brand new car. Well, brand new to us, a used vehicle, but brand new to us. I'm getting something from outside. Look. These delivered. This is actually from my aunt and my uncle, and it's heavy, so we're seeing them Christmas Eve, but it is heavy, so okay. Zach's office is literally just like Santa land. Hold on. That's exciting. That was on her Elfster. I know her skip hop little saucer play activity center turned into a table, but like we're gonna have a baby that's gonna use that activity center pretty soon. So I'm very excited for that. That's gonna be one of those toys that we set up for her probably before Christmas, and then we will put like a bow on it. But I think we're gonna set it up in that upstairs second floor where our kitchen and dining room are. Anyway, it's a few hours later. Addie had a really good nap. It was like 2 hours and 15 minutes. I was able to get work done and like relax a little bit. I feel like very tired still, but we're gonna go and get Starbucks, which usually like I would get a hot drink, no question. All I want right now, the gingerbread chai with the cold foam it comes with. So I'm gonna get one of those. Already almost 4 o'clock. And then I'm gonna come back, set up a little surprise for her, which this surprise that I got for her, I really hope it's simple to set up, but she got it for her birthday, and it was just a little bit too young and it would have just been crowded. So if you got this for her or your family member got this for her birthday, like I've been excited about it since then, but we have been keeping it for the perfect opportunity, and I feel as though today's a perfect opportunity for it. So let's go get your shoes. Oh, where are your socks? Okay, well first we gotta locate socks and then we'll put her shoes on. But I'm very excited for the Starbucks and to set up her little surprise. Goods secured. Look at how big this is. This is probably 1,000,000 grams of sugar. So I'm not gonna do this often, but look at how delish. Comes with like a cold foam on top. I don't know what kind it is, but they do like a sprinkling of cinnamon and nutmeg is my guess. I'm going to sip that for the next probably a couple hours because that thing is huge. And then I got my chocolate croissant, like I just had to. And when we get home, we'll set up our little surprise. And hopefully it's not so difficult and it doesn't make me want to cry. But yeah, I'm so tired. Well, we just got home from Starbucks. She saw my croissant, now she wants it, so we are sharing my croissant, but there was an envelope attached to our garbage can, and I was like, uh-oh, when is our garbage bill due? So I was like, oh my gosh, we're overdue. Like, I'm thinking the worst, they're yelling at us. It's a Christmas card. Anyway, I'm gonna sit for a little bit and drink some of my chai, finish this croissant, and then we need to clean up her playroom before we can even think about setting up the surprise. So It'll be a little bit before I'm back, but I think it'll be a really good time waster. So excited for that. The sunset is literally red. It's just too bright in here for you to be able to see, but it's literally red. We cleaned up the playroom a little bit, and now I'm thinking of putting the surprise in that corner. I'm gonna try to sneak away without her seeing me sneak away. It's a mess. I completely forgot about all of these toys. There are puzzles and toys in here that I think she would love now. The big surprise. I'm gonna try to assemble it as much as I can from outside of the gate because where is she? At peace right now, and I have a feeling that it'd be really annoying to try to do this with her. I'm gonna need scissors. Anyway, I'll just tell you guys, it's a tent and it comes with lights, and then I also think she bought extra lights for it. However, I don't know if I'm going to be using the lights right now just because I don't want her to take the lights off and strangle herself with it. That being said, like, she would need to be unsupervised for a long amount of time for that to happen. She's never just like unsupervised. This is the reality of doing it with her in here. Well, ta-da! Look at how cute it is! I'm gonna have to reconfigure this, but look at how adorable. I'm going to clean up a little bit, reconfigure this nugget situation, and then sit for a little bit, and then I have to make dinner. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm hoping to get this up not too late today, but either way, you guys will see it. Happy Vlogmas Day 8. We'll see you guys for day 9.